Good morning, dear student. Today in class 5 history, we will continue with lesson 16, that is the environment major concern. And in my previous video, I had discussed up to here, I had discussed about this picture. Now we proceed and we will see our environment. What is our environment? We see many things such as plant, animal, water, land, sun, etc. Okay, so these are the things that we see, many more things than this. Okay, only few are mentioned over here. So we see in all these things in our environment, like plant, animal, water, land, sun. In this picture you can see, what can you see? Sun is over here. Okay, then plants are here. You can see these are the plants. Bird, rat, and other creatures, insects and all those things. Okay, living creatures. And water body, you can see a lake over here. Then rain, also rain is taking place. So these are a mixture of both living as well as non-living. Okay, these things are living. Okay, rat or ant or plant also. Okay, bird, they are living creature. Non-living, water, soil, this is land. Okay, sun. So these are non-living around us. All these things interact with each other, that is, these things influence each other. Okay, so there is an interaction between this. How can you see the interaction? We know that these are plants. For the growth of the plant, what do they need? They need sunlight, and they also need water, okay, to grow. So when the plant grow, many insects, okay, they also live in the plant. They eat also plant leaves. Then these insects or these are eaten by the bird. Okay, and so what do we see? They are dependent on each other. All these things and their interaction form an entity called the environment. So this is together called the environment. The environment differ from place to place. It comprises of two components, biotic and abiotic. Biotic means living and abiotic means non-living. So in this, if I ask you to classify what are biotic, then you can say bird, rat, insect, okay, ant. These are biotic component. And plant also. And what are abiotic component? Non-living, water, rain, sun, land, soil. Okay, these are abiotic component. All living beings such as plant, animals, microorganism and human beings are the biotic components of the environment, because all these are living creature. And all non-living things such as air, soil, water bodies, sunshine, temperature, etc. are the abiotic component of the environment, because they are non-living. The environment which is occupied by living organism is called the biosphere. Okay, where living organism live. Okay, where we live, that is sphere is called biosphere. We know that there are four spheres: hydrosphere, lithosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Okay, hydrosphere is the water, lithosphere is the land, atmosphere is the air around us, and biosphere is the area where the living creatures live. Did you understand? It is made up of different types of flora. Flora means plant, flower, flower, flower. Remember, okay, flora, plant, and fauna. Fauna means animal. Okay, that is different varieties of animals. So in the environment, in the biosphere, we find flora and fauna. The organism living in the environment are dependent on it as well as on each other. Okay, so over here what do we see? They are dependent on each other. Like plant is dependent on soil, water and sunshine. In the same way, uh, the living creatures, okay, they are dependent on plants. This bird is dependent on plant, as well as some birds also eat insects and small animals like rat. Okay, so they are interdependent. So the organism living in the environment are dependent on it as well as on each other. This dependence is especially for food. Okay, for what they are dependent? They are dependent for food. So interdependence of living beings. You can see over here very nicely. The picture is given, that is this grass or producer, because the grass are producer. They produce their own food in the presence of sunlight, water, and nutrients that they get from the soil. Then we have deer or goat. You can call it deer. Consumers. They are consumed because they eat the grass. And then this goat or deer, when it will die, the body will decompose. Okay, like mushrooms, they are called decomposers. They will decompose the dead body. So interdependence of living beings. All living beings need energy to live and functions. We all eat. Okay, we eat our food, and by eating our food, that food is digested, and then from that energy is produced, and that energy we use for our living. Okay, like running, jumping, playing, reading. Okay, whatever work that we need energy for that, and this energy we get from food. So all living beings need energy to live and function. They get this energy from the food they eat. Every day we eat food. The purpose is because from this food only we get energy, and so that we can live. If you don't eat one day, you will not be having that much energy. Okay, and you will feel tired. That is why food is very essential. Different organisms get their food differently. Okay, like uh, the deer get food from grass, the mushroom get food from the dead animals. Depending on the way the organism get their food, all living beings are divided into producer, consumers, and decomposers. So who are producer? Who produce their own food, like grass or green plant, trees, plant. They are producer because they produce their own food. Consumer. Consumer means who eat. Okay, like the goat or the deer. They eat the grass. They are called consumers. And decomposers, who decompose the dead body. When the body, when this goat or a deer will die, then after some days what will happen? The flesh of this animal will slowly turn into soil. Okay, decompose. And so in decomposing also, certain bacteria, certain fungus, okay, they work like mushroom. They are called decomposer because decomposer decomposes the dead bodies of producer or consumers. So this is how the it can be divided into producer, consumers, and decomposers. Okay, so today we will discuss up to here. Then in the next class we will continue from here. Okay, thank you, take care, bye.